So here's the old Accord. Body wise, it's rough, but them are literally brand new tail lights. I beat most of this out and chipped off most of the Bondo. This was all crushed in that away. These wheels, decent tires on them. It's a fresh rubberized coating, and I put the Honda emblems in them, but they're just aftermarket wheels. And I have the green doors for the front to match the back. You can see all four tires are really nice. I did all the leather door panels. It's a little bubbly right here. I don't know why. Seats. There's just a little rip here and here on the driver's side seat, and it's got a little fading here and a little dirty there. I never even cleaned these from the car I got them out of. Sunroof all works and everything. Smells like a new car inside. This is what I was talking about, though. I have the somebody had already bought, when I bought this interior, somebody had already nabbed the console lid that matched it, but I've gotten two others at the shop. The leather is not the greatest. A man could take it into an upholstery shop and have them unstitch it and measure everything and cut it correctly and make another one if he cared to. It's got a, I don't even know what fucking brand it is. Some kind of a CD player. My phone mount. That won't be going. And then this here comes on. It's got a battery voltage meter there. It's got USB charger and an extra cigarette lighter port. Even though that one still works there. Battery might be too weak to start. I don't know. We'll see. I don't drive it much, so no. Fires right up. Ain't no check engine lights or none of that bullshit. This control right here is for the lights on the roof, but I think one or two of the bulbs has quit. As far as this seat goes, they're dirty. I never even cleaned them. They come from pull apart from a car that was wrecked here, but it came from California. And the rear seat has one spot. There's a spot right there. Someone took a knife and stabbed it. It goes all the way through the foam, all the way out the other end. But other than that, the rear seat is basically new. It's got a aftermarket catback exhaust system and a glass pack here at the back with a pretty chrome tip. It's dirty as shit, but nice chrome tip. Purple Hornies glass pack and aftermarket all the way up. This one's still got the factory converter on it. I ain't ever cut it off. It's got LEDs, corner lights, LED high beam and low beam, new aftermarket headlights. This one here had a crack when I bought it. I bought them used. Somebody had bought them and never installed them. I had a hole drilled in the bottom of it, but it looks like it's still collecting water. We just did brand new brake fluid and flushed and bled the entire thing, but we couldn't get these nuts loose. Couldn't get all those nuts loose, and that ABS pump is acting like it's bad or something. You can bleed it out and it's got pedal, and then 5 minutes later the pedal goes away. But the engine has, I put it in there with 183,000 miles, and the instrument cluster said 317 on it, I think, and it's got 320 something on it now. So the engine don't even have 200,000 miles on it. It's got all new distributor O-ring and all the nonsense. New gaskets. You can see it's clean as a pin. We put the transmission in either in late 2021 or early 2020. I can't remember now. Me and my son did it. And it's literally only been driven maybe not even 1,000 miles since we put the used trans in. Now, I don't know how many miles are on it. I bought it off Facebook Marketplace, but it's really fucking clean. It's got all new fluid in it. The battery is fairly new. Now, date-wise, it's old, but it's barely been used. It's had a recent radiator put in it. Fans. Well, this fan's original, I think. This fan's aftermarket. The AC works when it wants to. It's temperamental. As far as under the car goes, just what you'd expect it to be. And right here you can kind of see new CV axle. I did a used caliper on one side and a new caliper on the other. It's got brand new wheel bearings, drilled and slotted rotors. This axle here was not that old when I put it in. There's that new caliper. You can see how it's rusty. New ball joint. Oh, back to the other side here. Can't really see it too well, but anyway, new ball joint there. Drilled and slotted rotors. You can see the flange right there from the brand new wheel bearings. And the upper control arms were installed not long ago, but they were installed much earlier than the front suspension was rebuilt. You can kind of see this front wheel's dirty, but it's this really, it's a rubber, it's kind of like plasti dip, but it's a rubberized coating I put on them wheels, so it's just dirty. It's got some annoying shit like hood, little bump stops need to be adjusted on it. As you can see, even on this side, right there, barely even rusted yet, just from sitting. I haven't driven it in months. Brand new wheel bearings and all that shit. Even these upper control arms have been replaced before, not long ago. I mean, overall the car's a really nice car. I just don't want to keep spending money on it. I've probably spent, I spent almost $400 alone on this interior. Spent another $300 and something on 4 doors for it. You know me, I take really good care of shit, and I don't give a fuck about the outside of the car. But yeah, here's these lights. Like that one in the middle right there works, but this one ain't. And both of them are working. So just the one needs a new bulb. Car drives great, shifts good. Might need the detent adjusted a little bit on the... This rubber mat's not for it, and it will be coming out. I just threw it in here to keep it from going bad. It's for one of my other Accords. But outside of that, the trunk carpet's in good shape. Like, man, the whole inside of this car is really nice. It's got all stock sound system all the way around, except for the radio. All stock door speakers, and they sound great. And get this. Oh, it's on standby. Tuner. Can't even remember how to adjust this motherfucker.
weight, get healthy, and get your energy back naturally, safely, and effectively. If you'd like to lose unhealthy fat without counting points or calories, no exercising, no prepackaged meals, no HCG.
It's the original cluster. We repaired the fuel gauge and the thing before, and when I got this car it's been over 10 years ago because I still lived in Carnes. When I got this car, it only showed 317 on the clock. See how well the AC works. I don't remember how well it does or doesn't work. I know you can hear it bog the engine down a bit. But basically, this is the only 94.5 you're going to find with map lights because they didn't have that as an option until 96.7. We swapped out the whole headliner, installed the map light, and ran the wires down, and the plug is already back there hiding behind the dashboard right there against the firewall. You just got to know where it's at and unplug the dummy out of it and plug in the map lights to it. And as you can see, like the SRS light is on right now. I don't know what component in the whole system is actually bad. You can clear it under the dash with a little yellow plug and it'll be gone for several days, and then out of nowhere all of a sudden it's back. I don't know if it's from one of the seat belts, if it's a side airbag sensor. I don't fucking know. It could be the clock spring. I've never bothered to give a fuck about it, and it's been like that since I've had it for over 10 years, so it is what it is. Yeah, the air ain't getting cold, so probably got a leak in the system somewhere. It's kicking on. You can see here if I turn it off, it's kicking off and on, but it ain't doing shit. Heater works good. And it's got Bluetooth, it's got the auxiliary. It's got if you wanted to put a USB, you can cover that shit up. And the CD player should still work. I'm sorry, this radio does not have Bluetooth. I use this for Bluetooth right here. Yeah, this radio don't have Bluetooth. Kenwood, there you go, that's what it is. But I use this little Bluetooth transmitter, and I had a short cord that went to charge micro USB from here to there, which is why I installed that shit in the first place. But anyway, the brake pedal is there. Like, I mean, it'll stop, but it'll eventually walk all the way to the floor. So it'll stop there, but then it wants to go down. It's a brand new master cylinder and everything. I'm just tired of dumping money in this fucking car. I've probably spent in the last calendar year. It's got brand new EGR, brand new fast idle, brand new idle air control valve, bunch of the gaskets. I put a brand new, I think it's a brand new VTEC solenoid, or maybe I have it still at the shop. I can't remember. All this new shit for this car, and I've spent just in all the front suspension rebuild, the interior, the extra doors, which the windows don't want to work. Like, it'll move, but you have to help it down. It's weird. It'll get stuck too coming down, and it'll go back up, but it doesn't want to move. The rear doors work great now. Swap them out for the green ones. The right front, it works a little bit most of the time, but then it'll get frustrated and quit working. I even put nice, pretty new sun visors in with all the working shit. Even the light will come on when you turn the headlights on. Same on that side. Sunroof works like it should. A bunch of leaves and dirt and shit. Probably shouldn't have opened it. But yeah, that right up there, it could come back off if you didn't like it. just dirty up there. Anyway, just let me know.